and unity in this country. So we are here to talk about peace to us as the Mount Kenya people, because there's an attempt of dividing Mount Kenya into Kieleweke and Tangatanga, which is not in our favor. So we are here to talk to one another so that we are not divided as the Ngema nation. We are here to talk about unity, and this is what we ask them to talk to us about, because unless the O.K.A team remains united, if they go differently, it's not good for us as Mount Kenya, because each has a constituency and supporters in Mount Kenya, whereby they all will divide us. So if you came together, we urge you, you seek your unity, you come to us in Mount Kenya united. That's what we are going to talk about today. We are here also to talk about unity for the whole country. Our president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, is our kingpin in the mountain. And the Michoke told us, if you want to enter the mountain, easily come through Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So we are here to talk about unity and build on the handshake that he did almost 5 years ago. So we are talking about unity in this country, because we are business people in the region. If there's no peace and there's no unity in this country, our business will not thrive. So to us, we want to ask you to talk to us about unity. That is the theme for this afternoon. So before I go far, I want to invite my chairman of Mount Kenya Foundation, Dr. Peter Munga, to come and give a short remarks, and then I'll call a few 4 or 5 other speakers to talk before our guest speakers give us their speeches. So, Chairman Peter Munga, please do come.
Thank you very much, Titus, for inviting me here. Our chief guests, that is His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka, His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, His Honorable Gideon Moi, Honorable Matangura, and my brother Jirongo. Let me start by saying that Mount Kenya, they are listening as much as they are seeing you from where they are, because we are live. Mount Kenya are also aware that we are going through succession process, when we are going to have a new leader after the term of His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. They know, because they've been there for some time, that when there is succession, people need to be informed on who would be their leaders and what they would do for them, so that they can select them with wisdom and that knowledge. Succession is as old as we are, as the history of the world. It all started during the Jesus time. He had 12 apostles. When he was just about to go through his crucifixion, they started murmuring who would take over from Jesus. And happened to get to know that was happening. And I told them, yes, I know this is the debate you have. I think they had gone for a workshop to discuss about that. And he said, let that not bother you, because among you who would want to be the servant of the others is the one that will take over from me. Similarly, the one who take over from His Excellency the President Uhuru Kenyatta is he or she who is prepared to be a servant of the 45 or 50 million Kenyans. And that's the man or woman that we're trying to identify, we from Mount Kenya. We also know that when there is succession debate, many other people crop up to see whether they are lucky also to succeed the retiring boss. We go to the same Bible and you find two brothers being taken to their mother, by their mother, to see Jesus and to campaign that when Jesus is gone to his kingdom, he will appoint his two sons, that is James and John, one to sit on the left and the other one to sit on the right. They were looking for a position of leadership, nothing else. So again, don't blame anybody who is trying to fulfill his ambition of wanting to read. So we in Mount Kenya, as we have been told by Titus, are business people. We are also agriculturists. We trade with our crops. We trade with anything that is sellable at a profit, so long as is allowed by the government of the day. And therefore, the leader we are looking for is that one who will give us the environment to do that trade. Whether here in Nairobi, in Nakuru, in Mombasa, anywhere in the entire country. That's the leader that the Mount Kenya is looking for. So as you go to speak to them during the campaign period or before, that's what they will be looking for. They'll also be looking for inspiration, for you to inspire them, for you to give them hope. Even the young ones, the youth, what they need today is actually hope that there is life, even in the conditions at which they are. Don't remind them that they are poor. Because in Mount Kenya, we don't believe anybody is poor, particularly when he is young. We say, and there are many Kikuyus here, Jaba jede de nyakago Do you know that? And the property is actually in his hands. Because he's young, he will make it and become rich and attain all that he aspires to. So encourage them. The moment you inspire them, and they will see very many following you, even without facilitation. But if you believe so much of facilitation as a substitute to inspiration, it's upon you. They are ready to take it. So, before I sit down, and to give an example of what my friend Titus was saying, I'll remind one of us here sitting on my table what happened in 2007. I knew, together with my friends, also from the mountain, that there was no peace. Without peace in this country, nothing good will happen. And therefore we took it upon ourselves to go and persuade a candidate that time to join the other candidate. We went there at 6 o'clock so that we don't disturb their supper. And we stayed there until 6 o'clock the following day without convincing him to join the candidate that we preferred. It was myself, James Mwangi, and the late Chris Kerubi. God put his soul in peace. If that friend of ours had accepted our request, the very famous post-election violence of 2008, 2007, 2008 would not have occurred, because that friend of ours then got 800 votes, 800,000, and our candidate needed that so that at least his margin would have been bigger. It was actually in very good faith that he refused to take our offer, because he said, well, I don't want to lose my political ambition, because after doing that, I may not be listened to when I seek a seat in a big office. Whether that is true or not, he was able to convince us. The story I'm giving you, telling you the consequences which happened, is with no other than Stephen Kalonzo, who is here with us. So what he was trying to avoid is a situation whereby he would seek higher office after agreeing to what we are requesting. I thought that was what is happening. The same may be said even today, that among us, the 5 who are here, they may not want to curtail their ambition because of the fear that of what they think the future holds for them. But the benefits of uniting is much bigger for Kenya than you. Fortunately, for His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka, after we had won in that contest, and good dreams about him, he became the vice president of the government that was formed then. But again, without him, it was going to be extremely difficult for Mwai Kibaki to form his government, because he did not have enough members of parliament. So, His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka of Wiper was ready and willing to join him, as we had asked him earlier on. But this was after things had happened. People had been killed and other things had happened. But it was calm after he had joined him. So thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that. So I thought of giving you that story because it's true. It's only how many years ago? 15 years ago. I have not grown an extra gray hair since then. So it is very memorable in me. And also to His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka. We are very lucky today, Mount Kenya Foundation, because I don't remember any other gathering other than a political gathering that had an opportunity to entertain or to host two former vice presidents. They are among us. That's Musila Mudavadi and His Excellency Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So we are lucky. There's something to be proud of because of today's occasion. As I said earlier about our community, anybody has to be called poor. He may be poor, but he has a future. And there's many ways of becoming rich, according to our belief. You can become rich by working extremely hard and getting money and other properties. But you can also become rich through the bed. Do you understand that? Eh? The bed. When you go to bed, you may also become rich. So the moment somebody calls you poor. In any case, those who are announcing to the whole world that we are multi-billionaires, we are tycoons, so that we can double what we have. Let them go on saying that, and newspaper do carry those messages. And also the FM radio. So when I walk in Muranga or wherever I come from, those people who know me, they know, they'll see a multi-billionaire there. And they'll respect me. They will not throw stones to me, because I have said that. It's not a curse. It's never a curse in our community. So with those few remarks, thank you very much, our guests, for coming. Thank you.
Thank you, my chairman, for those words of wisdom. I want to remind everybody that please, if you are not eating or drinking, keep your mask on. Please, please, please. To yourself as much as you protect me. So keep your mask on. That's a message I've been given to remind you. Our chief guests, we only have very few people to talk to us. One, we have a youth talking to us. We have one person of people living with disabilities talking to us. We have a religious leader who will talk to us. Then we have a women leader who will talk to us, and a elder who will talk to us. Those are the speakers, and I will ask them to take maximum 3 minutes so that we